We have Lynne here, and as promised, she said that she would teach us all how to do a dragon, a wonderful, wonderful dragon. So here she is.
Hi. Okay, so you all have your paper and clipboard and pencil already? And what we're going to do is just step by step how to draw a dragon. So first of all, you want to just figure out where on the page you're going to want to have this dragon. So I have the paper like this because I'm going to have my dragon standing up. Its head's going to be here, its ear is going to be here, its neck is going to be here, its body is going to be here, and then his tail. And if you miscalculate and he gets too big and he goes off the page, that's fine. If he's little, that's fine. Your dragons are all going to look really different. That's what's going to be so wonderful about them. Okay, so I'm going to start out with his ear. So this is an upside down V. A skinny upside down V. And then this is going to be his brow. Comes down from the end of the front of the ear. One line like that. That's going to be its brow. And then this is going to be the bridge of his nose, right there. And then a long snout. And then over his nostril, it's like an upside down C. And then his upper lip, which is another C, little C. And then his mouth is going to go from the end of his lip down to about where his eyebrow starts. So, and this can be any kind of shape. I'm going to make mine smiling. You can make yours frowning or scary. And then the bottom of the mouth, another line like this. Then for his chin, under his chin, it's going to be another little C. And then the line is going to go back down to about under, right where his mouth ends. So right there. So now we're going to do his neck. And his neck, I'm going to have start right under his chin. So that's the end of his chin. A long line. And then the back of his neck is going to be another long line. A little bit curvy. My dragon has a skinny neck, but you can have any kind of big fat neck, short neck, whatever. And then right here, this is going to be his chest. And then the top of his arms, one little line like this. And the bottom of his arm, here. And then for his fingers, we'll make 3 long upside down, long V's, sorry, long V's. 1 V, 2 V's, 3 V's. And then another short line for the bottom of his arm and curving down like that up to his body. Then I'm going to make my dragon have a big belly. It's like a C. And then his haunches, top of his leg, another C. And then his feet going to be 3 long V's. And then I'm going to give him another leg. It's going to be here behind that leg, and it's going to be another C. And then the other long V's for the feet. V, V, V. And then another V for the back foot. And another V for that foot. And then another little line to attach it. So to do the eye of the dragon, I'm going to come back up here, and this is going to be a big arc like a C, but a long, narrow C. And then for the bottom of the eye, another long arc C. Now, if you want your dragon to look happy, you would make the eye like that, and you'd make a big arc over it like that. Or that's either happy or surprise. Actually, I'll give him an eyeball first. So if you want the dragon to be looking that way, you'd make the eyeball here. If you want it looking forward, you make the eyeball here. And if you want it looking right at you, you'd make the eyeball right in the middle. So, okay, we'll give this an eyeball. So that would be kind of surprised or happy. If you wanted the dragon to look sad, you'd make that line go up like that. Sad or worried, like that. If you wanted him to look mean, you'd make it look like that. That's how you can make expressions with the eye. So I'm going to make mine a happy dragon by making him have a big arc. And another, so then his other ear would be up here, another upside down V. And his nose would be like a teardrop here. And then teeth are all V's. And if I'm going too fast for you, you can always play this video back again. So don't worry if you're not keeping up. You can always just play this again and start from where you are. So I'm going pretty fast, so don't worry about it. Okay, and then his shoulder blade is another little line like that. And then for the wings, you can make little wings like this. You can make big wings like this. I'm going to make mine have a big wing, and it's like a big C coming out from here, a big C. And then for the bottom of the wing, a lot of little C's going all the way back down to where it comes into his body. And then dragons have these spikes on their backs, and these are all upside down V's. And the other wing is another big C with the little C's. So I'm going to give my dragon another arm. One little line like that. Another little line like that. Another little line like that. Other little line like that. And then these big V's for the fingers. So for the back, you could make it a really skinny dragon, make it like that, or make it fatter, or just any way you want. Just get that line down to his tail. And then the tail comes out, and you can make that tail squiggly, and you can make it however you want. It could go off the page, it could go off the paper, and then come back on the paper. And if your dragon has gone off the paper, and it's only up to here, that's fine too. It doesn't really matter. They're all going to be different, and they're all going to be beautiful. So this is the lines and the things. Then dragons sometimes have these things, I don't know what they're called, like these gills coming off of the neck there. And they have scales. So scales are really easy. You just make V's, a lot of V's like this, and then you make other V's that are down like that, and other V's in between those, and other V's like this, and you are able to make scales. And if you want to make it look like they're more three-dimensional, you can just shade the top, and it makes it look like it's kind of sticking out a little bit. So I'll make some scales on my dragon, a lot of V's, and this is something you're not going to do now, but after we're finished, you can just make all these scales. You can add all kinds of things to your dragon and make them different colors or whatever, but this is just your basic dragon right now. Okay. Now if you want to give it some depth, you can do some shading. So you can just make little lines like this and it makes it look a little bit more. So if the sun is up here, if the sun was coming from this direction or the light was coming from this direction, the shadow would be on the opposite side. That's how you can tell whether something is sort of three-dimensional is by the way the light hits it, or whether it's in the shadow. So to make shadows, you can either go just lines, a lot of little parallel lines like this, or you could do what's called cross-hatching, where you make the other lines going in the opposite direction. And then if you want to make it even darker, you can make them go at an angle that way, and then you can make them look at an angle that way. And you can see it almost looks like fabric. That's called cross-hatching. So I'm going to do a little bit of these lines on my dragon's stomach just to make it look a little bit more round. And then if I wanted to make the cross-hatching, I could just make them go the opposite direction like this. And you have to realize I've been illustrating for 30 years, so I'm going to be doing this faster than you are probably. But again, just you can always go back and look at the video later if I'm going too fast. So we'll put more scales on this. And you always sign your work. So I'm going to sign it, Lynne Cherry. And the date, it's May. May 2012. So now you just add more scales, add more shading, and more detail. And you got yourself a dragon. And I can't wait to see your dragons. Good luck. So now I've finished all the shading, and you can see the finished dragon. I haven't colored it in yet, but I have all the scales and the cross-hatching done. So thank you for watching, and good luck with drawing your dragon.